Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going through the necessary steps required in order to achieve a six-figure income in 2023 and every year after. So obviously I'm going to be keeping in line with the channel's topic, which is the Forex markets, obviously, as I'm a Forex trader. Also, this is going to be applicable to both beginner and advanced traders. So the first step is to increase your knowledge on the markets. If you're someone who's looking to get into trading, I'll get stuck into a Forex course straight away. Find a course that teaches you about the foundations and technicals of the markets through one technique alone. No combination of several techniques is crucial. This reduces confusion and keeps you streamlined with one main focus. Obviously, because it's new to you, there's a lot of knowledge to take up, and this is why it can confuse your mind if you switch from one course, which might be more SMC based, to another one which is more retail based. So it's important to stick to one and one alone. Now, a structured course should explain how the techniques work in line with the market so you can get a good understanding of how they operate. So it's all well and good saying, get stuck into a course, but how do you know which one's the right one? If you're looking for them, how do you know that this is going to be the one that will make you plenty of profit and has the potential to make you six figures within a year? Well, you need to think of some questions and ask the people who own the course or run the course and see if they are legit. A few example questions I would probably ask. I'd ask the person if they've been trading over 2 years consistently or not. This gives a good idea whether they are who they say they are and whether they have the knowledge to make a good course. And another one is, have they got any proof of profits? They could be saying they've got profitable months, for a 3 to 4 month period, then they might have a 1 month where they lose and then they might have a few more. But have they actually got proof to back up their claims? And of course, as a side note, I always have my free course linked in my description. So if you want to check that out, obviously you can see if the Forex market's for you. If you enjoy it and you are keen to carry on pursuing down this route, then I also offer my technical course where I teach people how to actually trade. So there's obviously that as well. So now let's move on to step 2, assuming that you've found the course and that you've developed a trade plan. So now you need to prove your technique success. So your trading plan has been built now. If it's done correctly, it should be made up of a combination of both back testing and demo testing. So the back testing is used through previous data and demo testing is used to forward test, so you get a bit of a feel for executing in live market conditions without risking real capital. I did touch on this on my last video. It outlines this topic a bit more and it gives you a true sort of reflection on the reality of becoming a Forex trader. Now you've got your trading plan and you've gathered loads of data and you can see that month after month, you've got consistent profits, and this can be done in like a 3-month period all in all. Take out a course and learn the theory, then use this theory to backtest data and develop your trading plan, and then prove it in forward testing through a demo account where you're not risking capital but you get a feel for the markets. So this can take 2 to 3 months depending on how busy you are or how much time you put into it. Obviously you've got to be determined and very disciplined from the start. You've got to keep that momentum going, otherwise you can't reach the progress you want to reach at the end of the day. If you wanted to reach 6 figures in 1 year from scratch, then you have to be disciplined. So now going on to the third step would be funded capital. So we're 3 months in now, we've got 9 months left of 2023. What do we do now? Well, now we can talk about why you should go for a funded account at this point and when exactly this should be. So I usually recommend at least 2 to 3 months of trading live. So let's now say you're 5 months in. You managed to do the first 2 steps in 2 months and you've spent 3 months trading live. You've experienced up and downs, but overall you've made decent profit on your live account on a month-to-month basis. So now you've proved to yourself that your plan is profitable and that you can now take it to the next stage. So funded capital is basically where you take a series of challenges with a company. You pay for it up front. They can start at £200 all the way up to £1,500 depending on how much capital you want to try and achieve. So let's say you have a $100,000 account challenge. I usually would recommend my Forex funds because it's the lowest targets to achieve. Your first phase is to reach 8% profit in a period of 30 days. Then you've got some other rules, such as you can only have maximum loss of 5% a day. Your overall maximum drawdown for the whole period of phase 1 is 12% as well, and you have to have a minimum of 5 trading days. And at the end, if you stay around, I'll tell you a little tip for filling in the daily trading days if you don't actually get around to 5 trading days. To some people who already trade, it's obvious, but for those who don't, it's a good tip and it doesn't affect your results. Once you've completed phase 1, you then move on to phase 2. So phase 2 is basically the evaluation of the challenge. It's basically to tell the company that, you didn't just fluke first phase, you actually do know how to trade and that your plan works. So the same rules apply in phase 2 as they do in phase 1 in terms of drawdown and loss and minimum trading days. However, now instead of 30 days, you have 60 days to complete the challenge, and you also only need to meet a 5% profit target as opposed to 8%. So all in all, you've got a maximum of 90 days. However, you don't tend to do 90 days. If you can make 8% in 30, then 5% generally won't take you 60 days to achieve. So let's say you passive funded challenge that you've just taken out and it's worth $100,000. Now they have a profit rule whereby your first month of profit, you get to keep 75% of it. If you have $100,000 and you've made 5% in a month, then after profit split, you've made $3,750 profit. Let's say it's taken you a total of 7 months from scratch to go through the first 2 steps and become a funded trader of your first $100,000. Then you have a month of profit on that at 5%, and there's your 3,750. You've proven to yourself for a long time now that you can, trade consistently. You've passed the challenge before. You're now dealing with bigger figures. So now what you can do, obviously it's up to yourself, but this would be part of the challenge to hit 6 figures in 2023 in less than 12 months from scratch, would be to go for another challenge. Now, my Forex funds have the same challenge rules. So let's say now you go for a $300,000 challenge, and I think that's about £1,400, around that figure. And let's say it takes you another month to pass that. So now you're 9 months in, let's say, and you've also achieved another 5%. You've already made the 3,750. You invested, say, 1,400 of that into doing a $300,000 challenge, and that takes you 6 weeks to complete. You've completed that, but you've also had a month trade in your original $100,000. So if you made another 5% on that, then you've got, again, about 4,000, because now your profit split goes up to 80%. So then you've got 3 remaining months where even if you didn't take out any more challenges, you've got $400,000 worth of capital to trade with. Now, if you make a 5% month for each of those 3 months, that's $60,000. Now, obviously, to hit 6 figures from scratch, within those last 3 months, you need to try and take another challenge. So it's definitely not easy to do this, but the important thing is it is actually possible. Now, obviously, if you're a bit more of an advanced trader and you've already got a trading plan that's proven to work and you've been working on it for 6 months, you've already completed step 1 and step 2 and you're ready for funded. Well, if you've got a whole 12 months to take funded challenges and take profit splits and all that, you're easily going to hit 6 figures. And that's just saying you make 5% a month. Some months you might make more, some months you can make less as well, but if you've proven to yourself that it works and you know how to risk manage and know when to sit on your hands and when to take an opportunity, then 6 figures in 12 months is definitely possible. So I hope you enjoyed this video and proved to be a bit of an eye-opener for 2023. Maybe you can't hit 6 figures because it might end up being too much pressure, but you can definitely hit at least halfway to 6 figures profit. So this has been how to make 6 figures in 2023. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.